Hello, in the following video we will see Shopify's customer accounts. At the time I am recording this video, there are two types of customer accounts: legacy customer accounts and customer accounts, the latter which were formerly known as new customer accounts. During this video I will be calling them new customer accounts just so there is a clear distinction between them and the legacy customer accounts, but note that the name new customer accounts is not really used across Shopify's documentation anymore. Currently, both types of customer accounts are available, but there are some key differences between them. First of all is how you customize them. Legacy customer accounts live in your theme. They are liquid files and you can add any HTML, JavaScript, or CSS you want to them. New customer accounts, on the other hand, don't live in your theme. They are customized from the checkout editor, and the reason you customize them from there is because they behave similarly to how checkout now behaves. So to add custom elements there, those will need to be added as customer account UI extensions, and you can no longer add arbitrary HTML, CSS, or JavaScript in there. Instead, you are limited to the APIs and UI components Shopify has exposed for this purpose. We will see both in more detail later in this video so you can see exactly what I mean. Next is the login and account creation experience. With legacy customer accounts, the customers could both sign in and sign up with email and password or with the shop platform. For new customer accounts, the customers will both log in and sign up by using a one-time 6-digit verification code or sign in with the shop platform as well. We will see how both of these flows look like later in the video. Another difference is how the customer name is handled. In legacy customer accounts, the customers can edit the name associated with their shipping address, but that doesn't change their name in the admin. In the new customer account system, the customer is able to change their name and that is reflected in the admin as well. For branding, as legacy customer accounts live in your theme, they inherit your theme styles, and as mentioned earlier in the video, they can have custom styles added to them through CSS files. New customer accounts use the branding defined in the checkout settings. Both types of accounts support apps, though with new customer accounts, the app will look better integrated into the customer accounts page, as they are forced to use a consistent set of Shopify components and all inherit their styles from what is defined in the checkout settings. Liquid customizations, as mentioned earlier, are only supported in legacy customer accounts. Order history, order status, and saved addresses are supported in both types of customer accounts. On the other hand, safe payment methods, B2B, and self-served returns are only supported in the new customer accounts. Multipass is only supported in legacy customer accounts. In case you are wondering, Multipass is used when you have another website which also has a login, like a forum, and you want that same login to work across both your store and the forum. Some third-party apps also rely on this feature to offer more advanced login options. And reordering, meaning letting the customer to place an order again for an item they've already ordered right from the customer's account page, is only supported in new customer accounts. I will be leaving the link to this table in the video description in case Shopify updates it over time. I recommend you give it a check before making a decision, but overall, this is what you should expect from both of these account types. Now let's see them both in action. So I have created here two Shopify stores, one for the legacy customer accounts and one for the new customer accounts. You can see that in both of them, by default, the account type that is enabled is the new customer account. And we can see here that Shopify is recommending this one and a brief summary of what each of them do. This one, customers will log in with a one-time code and it works with B2B. Meanwhile, the legacy customer account, it works by creating a customer account with an email and a password. Now, in the legacy customer account store, let's enable the legacy accounts. Now let's see both in action. Here we have the legacy customer accounts, so let's click on this account icon over here and we see this login page. This page will change depending on the theme you have installed because the files that control how this page looks like are in the theme, as mentioned earlier. So let's create an account and let's just add here test and test. And the email, I will use this temporary email over here. And for the password, I will do something simple. And let's create the account. And you can see over here that now I have an account. And for the new customer accounts store, I will click on this. And you can see that this experience is quite different. We are now in a Shopify.com page. And over here, we only have an email. field. I cannot create an account. I can just put an email over here, and if I click on continue, it will create an account if it doesn't exist. And if it exists, then it will just log me in. So by clicking on continue, and here I have this login code over here. So I will just copy this and paste it over here, and I am able to log in after pasting this code, and this is how the new customer accounts page looks like by default. Now, in both cases, I have added an order to the account so we can see how that looks like. For the legacy customers account store, this is how the order will look like, and we can click on this to see the details, although once again, that will depend on the theme you have installed. And from here, we can navigate to the product if we want. Now, in the new customers account store, we can see over here that this is how the order script looks like, although the customer is able to select this view if they want. Then they can click over here to see more details about this order, and they are able to reorder this item as discussed earlier. Now let's see how to customize the account pages. So in the case of legacy customer accounts, if we go to edit code over here, and we look for customer, we can see all of these JSON files. These are templates, and those templates are using sections which are written in Liquid. So if I go now to customize over here to this theme and look for legacy customer accounts, we can see all of the different customer account templates that we can modify. For example, in the login page, we see that over here, and we can add sections to this template, and the customer will see those sections. For example, let's say we want to add an image text over here with something like login instructions. We can do that and save this. And now when the customer visits the login page, they will see this section over here at the bottom. And we can repeat this process with pretty much any existing section in our Shopify theme, or we could even create specific sections with the purpose of displaying them in customer account pages. All of the other legacy customer account pages are controlled in the same way. For new customer accounts, the way to customize them is different. So we will go to settings over here, click on checkout, and then here on customize. This will open this customizer menu, and over here, the colors we select here will also be used in the customer account pages. So for example, let's say that I want to change the accent color to be this green, and I want the buttons to also be green, something like this. So if I save this over here and go to this account page here and refresh, we are going to see that now this has a green accent to it. And if I display this like this, now we are going to see that the button is green instead of blue as it was before. And if I click on the details for this order, we are going to see once again green accents over here, and we see them over here at the bottom. And for the background, if you wanted to change the color, we can see that the background color used here is this color. And if I go over here, we can see that it is exactly the same color as this. So it is likely coming from this background too. So let's say that I want to change that to something like something like this kind of yellow. I can save over here. And if I refresh this page, this one, we see that the background is now yellow. We could also over here directly select the orders page or the order status page, which are the ones we have been seeing over here. This is the order status page, for example. So if we select this page over here, we can start changing these colors and seeing in real time which settings affect what of this UI. Now, let's say that I wanted to add more UI elements to this page to display something specific to my store. For that, I will go over here to sections, and over here, you can see that there is an add app block button, but this is grayed out. That is because I don't have an app installed that has app block, but if I did, then this button will be enabled and I will be able to add that app block in these specific slots over here in the page. Third-party apps that you install can come with app blocks that you can easily integrate into this page, and they will end up looking in brand with what you see over here because they will be inheriting the same settings that we saw over here a moment ago. You can also create your own. For this, I have a video in the channel, which I will be linking in the video description if you want to see how that is done. And after this brief overview, you can see that there is no perfect customer account system. Each one has their trade-offs, so depending on your business needs, you will pick one or the other. However, my suggestion is that if it makes sense for you and your business, then you should go with the new customer accounts, because as you can see in this changelog entry by Shopify, while there is not an announced timeline yet, legacy customer accounts will eventually be retired. So if you start using new customer accounts by now, you will not have to worry about doing a migration in the future once this timeline is announced. And there you have it. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and subscribe for more Shopify related content, and I will see you all in the next one.